Hey guys, welcome to another recap of the amazing race. Last time it was a non-elimination leg, and that was good news for the grandparents because they came in last place. They're going to have to do the speed bump, but they're also going to have to contend with the dreaded double elimination this week. So they're traveling from Taiwan to Jakarta, Indonesia, and they were all on the same flight, and then once they got to Jakarta, they had to take an overnight train. So at the airport, or actually at the airport, the survivor couple, Homer's here because he loves Amazing Race so much. Right, Homer? All right, so they were complaining about Jenna's Medusa eye, and I could totally see it. They were also wondering, where's Ma and Pa? Did they get eliminated, or was it non-elimination leg? And everyone was so happy to see Ma and Pa when they got to the airport that they clapped. They gave them a standing ovation, basically, because they were all standing already. All right, so they were all, like I said, they were all on the same flight. They got to the train station, and the siblings, Justin and Jennifer, oh boy, little sibling rivalry going on. Get a grip, kids. It was awkward and inappropriate. Nobody wants to be around people that are fighting. It's really uncomfortable. And boy, they were really going at it. Yeah, it didn't come to fisticuffs, but you know what? It's just uncomfortable, so just cut it out, all right? Or I'm gonna have to separate you two. Then the next part of the race was at Jamblang Cave, which was this vertical cave that was huge. Don't you hate when people say huge, or is it when people say huge? I don't know. What's correct? Is it huge or is it huge? All right. Roadblock. Gotta go spelunking. Marcus didn't know what spelunking was. Hello, have you ever watched television? But first, the grandparents had to complete... Oh, see how much Homer likes Amazing Race? He is like attacking the camera. The grandparents had to do their speed bump, and Homer was very upset about it. They had to untangle a knotted rope, and he usually does that around the house, so... It's like, how could they give them my task? All right, so... They did it like really quickly. It was ain't no thing, because Grandpa apparently is used to untangling Christmas lights and the like, etc. So in the cave, it was really dark when they got down there. It was beautiful, but it was really dark, but that didn't really play too much of a role because it was easy to find the two things that they were supposed to bring back up. The difficult part was the huge bamboo ladder that they had to climb back up. It was kind of hard for Cindy because her legs were really short. But Grandpa has some long legs and upper body strength, so he managed getting out of the cave in first place. He passed everyone up. All right, so next part is a detour. Shake your money maker or ticket taker. Shake your money maker. You had to dress up like with a mask, and one person had to play these, like, I don't know what they were. They look like steel drum things, but they weren't. And the other person had to dance. You had to beg for money. Ticket taker, you had to park mopeds at a mall, and I guess your tips added up to a certain amount. But the whole point of earning money was, in the end of the task, to go to an orphanage and donate your money that you made to the orphanage. But there was a little sign on the table that said you needed to donate all of your money to the orphanage. All right, so a lot of people, well, I think it was pretty evenly distributed, that some people, you know, half the people did the dancing one and half the people did the moped parking one. But the thing that was upsetting here is that no one reads anymore. There was that big sign on the table at the orphanage. Only 3 couples read it, and they were Lawrence and Zach, Kaylani and Lisa, and the snowboarders. So that means that everyone had to go back and, you know, give back the money and then check in again with Phil. So Cratton Palace was the pit stop, But Ethan and Jenna also had a lost clue to contend with finding, so they were also further held up and had to go back and find their lost clue. But Andy and Tommy came in first because they were very observant and they read the sign, along with Lawrence and Zach in second, Kaylani and Lisa in third. I forgot to mention Andy and Tommy won a trip for two to Ireland, which was pretty cool. I wouldn't mind going to visit there. All right, so Ernie and Cindy came in fourth. Cindy was upset because she comes from a typical Chinese family where, you know, everything's got to be perfect, kids, and we live in an imperfect world, so I feel bad for her. She's probably got some inner demons going on there. Liz and Marie in fifth. Jeremy and Sandy in sixth. Seventh place is the grandparents, Bill and Kathy. Yes, they've survived. Justin and Jennifer, the angry siblings, in eighth. And Amani and Marcus in ninth place. They just squeaked in the legal last place. So the two couples that were eliminated were survivor couple Ethan and Jenna and Bill and Ron. Oh my God, I love them. They are just so cool. I'm so sorry to see those two couples go. 2 tears. All right, so next time, Ernie and Cindy, they have a little bit of a breakdown. I don't know if they're going to make it to the end of the race. They just seem so emotional and so fragile. And Kathy, she ends up falling a lot during this episode. I hope she doesn't hit her head because that would be really bad. So till next week, much love.